Happy Monday, boys and girls. Hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. This is our last week before Thanksgiving break. I know we're all super excited about that. So today in writing, we're going to write about Thanksgiving. And what I'm going to choose to write about for Thanksgiving is what I do at my house for Thanksgiving. So as I'm writing, you can kind of copy my sentence if you want to, but if you want to write something else, like something more independent, something that you do at your house Thanksgiving time, please feel free to do that. So I'm going to pull my paper over here so we can see it nice and easily. I'm going to grab myself my pencil. And again, I don't need my finger space anymore because I finally have that spacing figured out. But if you still need that pink eraser or a popsicle stick or whatever to get that finger space in there, go ahead and do that. My opening sentence, as usual, is going to start off with "Let me tell you about," and I'm going to do Thanksgiving. So I'm going to get started. Let me tell you about. I got to drop down for Thanksgiving because it can't fit. And now I know that it's not the first word in my sentence, but Thanksgiving will be capital, boys, girls, because it's a name. Your name, names of holidays, names of months, days of the week, those names are always capital. So I have to write Thanksgiving capital as well. So I'm going to write it out. A-N-K-S-G-I-N, All right, let me tell you about Thanksgiving. So my first sentence is done, and I'm going to add a period in there. So I'm going to think about some things that I might say in my sentence. Well, one of my absolute favorite things about Thanksgiving is my mama's cooking. My mama is a phenomenal cook, and my favorite thing that she makes at Thanksgiving is not that turkey, but it is her dressing. So I'm going to write, my mom cooks dressing. That's what my next sentence is going to be. So that's 4 words. My mom cooks dressing. My is a sight word, so I know how to spell it. And yes, I have a finger space behind that period. And after a period, the next word is always capital. Always. My, another finger space, mom, m. It's another short O word, one of our spelling words, so we should know that one. My mom. Now I gotta write the word cooks. Now it ends with an S, and we've learned in phonics last week from Ms. McGowan that when we say a word that ends with an S, we write the base word first, and then we add that S. So I'm gonna write the word cook. Well, cook rhymes with look, and look is one of my sight words from kindergarten. And so look is L-O-O-K, so cook, I'm gonna say it's gonna be C-O-O-K. I wanted to say my mom cooks. So now I add my S. My mom cooks. Now I write the word dressing. All right, one of those harder words. So again, I'm going to write the base word first because dressing ends with an ing, I-N-G. We've also learned that I-N-G, when we use I-N-G, it comes at the end of a word. So we're going to write the base word first and then add the I-N-G. So I'll do my finger space, and I got to spell out the word and sound it out, dress. Let's do the word dress. D-R-E-S. D-R-E-S. Dr. I hear that D and the R coming together, and they're making one sound. That's called a blend. So I hear my D and my R in dr. Now I hear the E. S. So there's dress. Now I gotta do ing. And we know the ing is I-N-G. My mom cooks dressing. And boys and girls, it is so good. And my next favorite thing that my mama cooks, she makes it every single year, and it's the best. Can't beat it. It's her mac and cheese. And she does not make it out of a box. She makes hers from scratch, and it is spot on, boys and girls. Let me tell you. So I'm also going to write the exact same thing. I'm going to say, my mom cooks mac and cheese too. I'm going to use the word to from our sight words this week. I'm going to use to, T-O-O. So I'm writing the same thing. My, still a capital after my period. Mom cooks. I've already sent it out, so I know how to spell it. Look there, it's lined up and everything. Cooks. Mac. M-A-C. Mac. M-A-C. Mac. And is a sight word, so I know how to spell it without having to sound it out or anything like that. Mac and cheese. Ch, ch, ch. Alright. I hear a ch in the front. That's a weird sound. But ch is a C and a H coming together, and they're making one sound, and that's called a digraph. Ch, E, S. My mom cooks mac and cheese. And yes, parents, I know there's some letters missing in some of my words, but that's called inventive spelling, okay? Just throwing that out there again. I know I do it every single time, but just in case, because I still catch flack for it, okay? So it's called inventive spelling. Google it if you don't believe me. My mom cooks mac and cheese, and then I'm going to throw 2 on there. Well, I can't fit 2 here, so I'm going to drop it down and put 2 over here. T-O-O. Alright, that 2 is different from the T-O, so that means like she also does that. So my mom cooks dressing, and my mom cooks mac and cheese too. So I'm going to throw on my period. And last but certainly not least is my closing sentence. Now, and yes, that N is capital because it's after a period. Now, you know about Thanksgiving. And again, that T in Thanksgiving is capital because it's a name of something, it's a name of a holiday. Alright, let's go back and read it all together, make sure it makes sense, and I didn't leave anything out. Let me tell you about Thanksgiving. My mom cooks dressing. My mom cooks mac and cheese too. Now you know about Thanksgiving. All right, so when you do your writing, you can write about food like I did. You can throw pie in there if you want. You can write about the turkeys at Thanksgiving. You can talk about the decorations you might see. You can talk about the family coming over. You can say whatever you wanted to say, or you can talk about the Pilgrim and the Indians and the Native Americans. So it's up to you. I'm so excited to see what you guys write about. All right, thanks. Have a good night.